I don't know why you're still listening, but no. If you're still listening, I just want to let you know, everything from here on out will be wrestling related. So if you're not a wrestling fan, you just tune in for the entertainment and sports stuff we do at the beginning. You can tune out now. Have a good week. If you're a wrestling fan, enjoy. All right. This is actually where I had you written down to come in the show. So let's move on.
Hey,
wow.
Kismet. Wow.
All right. Let's start this off on a sad note, unfortunately, before we get into the fun stuff. Reid Flair, as we all knew, passed away almost right after we did our show last week, it felt like. Dad, anything you want to say about Reid Flair before we move on with our show?
I think the wrestling world has lost a tremendous potential superstar, because looking over tapes and interviews with him and his father, his brother David, I'm sorry, I think David was pushed into it and he wasn't ready or wasn't committed, but Reid was fully committed, and I tell you, he'd be an up-and-comer and probably would be in an NXT show and probably be headlining in WWE down the road, and I think he would have done his family proud, and somewhere up there the rest of the legends that he knew as a kid are watching over him.
All right, well put. Christian is coming up here again. While Poppy takes care of this problem, Sal, you want to address this one, the story you actually broke to me with Martha Hart. You want to tell this one?
Yep. So I didn't, honestly, I completely forgot about this lawsuit that was going on with WWE, but there was a lawsuit going on about using the name and the image of Owen Hart. I didn't realize it was still in court, but it just settled, and WWE now has permission, I guess you could say, to use Owen Hart videos and his likeness and possible future video games or whatever. So I think it's a big deal because he had a lot of fans, and I think that giving the fans what they want and possibly putting out a DVD, I would imagine, within the next couple of years, based on his matches and his greatest rivalries and stuff like that. I think it's going to be a good thing for everyone.
Well, that Hall of Fame would be huge.
The Hall of Fame would be huge, yeah, absolutely.
Well, do you think this is Triple H stepping in again, just like he did with Bruno?
Mm-hmm.
Think this is him again?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's taking his role, his corporate role, very seriously, and I wouldn't be surprised if he had some sort of involvement with this.
Yeah, because ever since Trips took over, we got Bruno back into the company. We got this situation. He's been taking over NXT and some Elemental in general. And we've had a lot of great stuff come out of there, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I have to say is I wonder, would he be able to mend the fences with Randy Savage's family?
That's tough.
Yeah, that is a tough one. That's a tough one to call. Yeah, we're still waiting for Dad to get back up here before we get into the rest of this wrestling news. I got a lot of coverage here, and a lot of it, some of it's ROH related. I know you don't know much about ROH.
That is correct.
So what we're going to do, real fast, because this is completely unplanned. I just want to see what's going on downstairs. I'm actually going to throw it to a song. This is completely unplanned. And I'm back in a second. I'm just trying to get my wrestling music back up here. Yeah, we'll go to a song, and I'll be right back.
Read the words that are written in face. Oh, I believe them, I believe. It's a shameful thing you've lost your head. A careless man who could wind up dead. You wear your sin like it's some kind of prize. Too many lies, too many lies. Oh, these words are true, and I'll make you believe. Yeah, you fight for air and trouble just to breathe. And you wear your cowardice well, and I will see you riding straight to hell. Written in the face, shadows of
All right, we're back. That was Sheamus' theme music, if you didn't recognize it.
So
And, we'll
everyone
get back to the
hoist
show.
up your pint and basically have a nice Irish drinking toast. And it goes something like this. Look out, liver. Look out, stomach. Through the gums. Look out, here it comes. Aye.
All right. Before we continue, me and Dad were having a discussion earlier about the Hart family situation. And would you like to give your idea for the Hall of Fame induction you were talking about?
A surprise that I think I talked to Blake at, and I wouldn't think would be too far-fetched, is since you have Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, you have Owen Hart, and the faction, the Hart Foundation, I would think it'd be only fitting that to induct the Hart Foundation into the Hall of Fame, and then you can include Davey Boy with Owen Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart as the founding members of Hart Foundation. I understand some people know that Brian Pillman was involved with the Hart Foundation towards the end, but I think that's still somewhat of a little touchy subject, a la Chris Benoit. But I mean, if you'd want to do something like that, I think that'd be doing great honor to the Hart family. And I mean, you would get Martha happy, you'd get the rest of the Hart brothers happy, and I know darn well you would get Bret Hart happy, because I think no bigger honor would be to have his brother and brother-in-law inducted in the Hall of Fame, since they're no longer with us, and those are two wrestling legends and icons are very sadly missed. I mean, if you ever had a chance to watch either one of them live, it was tremendous action that I tell you, if you blinked, you missed a nice move. And I tell you, not to steal someone's line, but the human highlight reel, I mean, if you watched Owen and you watched Davey Boy together, tremendous tag team, communication skills were there, evident, and I tell you, well-oiled machine. And they are very dominant during their era, and I gotta give the devil their due. They're a great, phenomenal tag team, you know. And I would even say that they're in with the Road Warriors.
Wow, that's high praise. All right, well, let's get on with this. We've got all the sad news and emotional news out of the way, so let's have some fun, shall we?
Sure, why not?
Kid gloves are off now.
It's time to get off.
Man, I have to get my ballroom shoes on now. Wait a minute. Fandango, give me them shoes! Len Goodman is a rat.
Oh, I'd love to see your face right now with this song. I'd love to see your face.
I'm
This is
just eating my
actually
mangoes,
Two
man.
Martini theme music in ROH. Not even a joke. This is theme music.
You know, this is a good music number to play at weddings for line games.
Really?
Would you rather do this or the bunny hat?
I want to see Grandma get down to this song.
How many times can you do the electric slide? I mean, come on now, really.
Yeah, do the hoopla, apparently.
We do the electric slide to this song.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there you go. All you need is a couple of hoopla hotties and you're in like Flynn. Ask Matt Taven.
Oh, God. All right. Just so you know, that Sal is not up on the ROH, but we're going to talk a little fast about this past week's ROH Raw show.
They don't get it out there.
I'm going to mute and eat my mangoes.
Wait, they don't get out there in Canada?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Or in Jersey, apparently. But I'm just going to click to go to Kevin Kelly. We have a little audio from Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, tell you what, I'm surprised he's still in the business. And,
What a night here in Asheville. Quickly, just some of the results. Kevin Steen is still the Ring of Honor World Champion. Mark Briscoe had members of his own family, including Big Brother Jay at ringside, but Scum, eventually, too much, Steen was able to get the victory over Mark Briscoe. And huge news, fans, proving ground match, World Television Champion Matt Taven was pinned by ACH tonight in a four-corner survival match. News on what's next for ACH coming up in a few moments. Jay Lethal almost won. Roderick Strong almost won.
ACH is actually getting that title shot on Saturday at the TV tapings.
Yeah.
So there you go. The rest of the show, of course, we heard Kevin Steen defended against Mark Briscoe. You had ACH pin Matt Taven for the Proving Ground match. Red Dragon defended Alabama Attitude for the World Tag Team Championships. Jeff Lewis Neal defeated Charlie Haas, but we'll get to that in a minute. The American Wolves defeated Coleman Alexander. Rhett Titus defeated BJ Whitmer. Scums, Jimmy Jacob and Jimmy Rave defeated Mike Mondo and Grizzly Redwood. QT Marshall and Darren Dean went to a no contest because Scum and Michael Elgin defeated Adam Page. Now, Sal, did you happen to hear about this Charlie Haas situation?
No, what? Not.
You got to hear about this? Charlie Haas showed up to this show in Asheville drunk. And he went to the ring. He actually was backstage. And this is I read all the story on this. He was backstage, and he got into an argument with Grizzly Redwood. Would you like to describe Grizzly Redwood, Dad, for everybody?
Let's put it this way. Grizzly Redwood, his name is not what it implies. Let's just say it's like the polar opposite. This is a person that, believe it or not, is smaller than Rey Mysterio, is lighter than Rey Mysterio, but fights with the heart of a lion.
Has a bigger beard than Daniel Bryan.
Oh, wow.
And,
Yes!
So Charlie Haas was getting into it with Grizzly Redwood in the back. Redwood's actually a very big veteran backstage. Veteran backstage. And apparently, because of this situation, Delirious, who is now the booker at ROH, I'm not sure of his real name. Sometimes they call him Delirious. He actually got in the middle of this argument and told him to stop picking on Grizzly. This caused Haas to snap. And he started screaming at Delirious. Kevin Kelly then had to get between the two of them. So Haas decided he had a match. He went to the ring for his match. Grabbed the microphone, got on the mic, told Delirious and Kevin Kelly to go fuck themselves, and retired from the wrestling business.
Interesting.
And then wrestled his match. Called his match by himself, changed the finish of the match, let the guy pin him, was crying during the whole match, and was visibly completely plastered. And then what happened was he went to get a microphone. They refused to give him a microphone, and he started doing a shoot promo without a microphone and loud about ROH on his way out. Unfortunately, I can't find anyone with a clear video of this, so I can get the audio of it, because I'd love to hear this.
And, Blake, for those people that aren't familiar with who Charlie Haas is married to.
Oh, yes. Jackie Gata, Miss Jackie from the WWE. Back. She was infamously in the WrestleMania 20 Playboy Evening Gown match.
Yeah.
Yes, tagging with Stacy Keibler back then. So,
hang on, it's getting a little hot in here.
Oh, God, we already played that song.
Oh, we did? Oh, I missed it. Tardy for the party? Yeah.
We already played the Pants Off song. Wow. So, Sal, what do you think about this one?
Wow.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That describes it for the evening. Thank you very much. Tip your waiter, tip your bartender, 3-drink minimum. And Sal will be here all week. Try to veal.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, you were saying?
It's, you know what? That's not professional. I mean, whatever's going on, fine. But, you know, you're getting paid to perform, and you're getting paid to put on the show for those people. Don't act that way. I don't care. You have issues, keep it backstage, keep it away from the people that are paying, because they don't need to see that. It's completely unprofessional.
Well, the other thing also with this, one thing I'm missing here is Haas is actually supposed to wrestle this Friday night in a match against Shelton Benjamin. So the consensus is actually, wouldn't you wait until Friday to retire? If you knew you were going to retire, wouldn't you wait till Friday in a match against your tag team partner to retire?
In a perfect world.
Yeah. So, That's that.
Here's something to remember. They call it professional wrestling.